Hello there, and welcome back to Sessions on Dagobah, your favorite friendly green smoking. I don't know. I'm fucking this up and going off the top of the head. How you guys doing tonight? We got fucking Outer Rim or Ort, however you want to call him, C3PO, and a rebranded Wrath of Mandalore. That is a beautiful fucking picture, my guy.
Yes,
Not
sir.
even gonna lie.
Holy crap. Well, I don't
Dude,
really
you should
have
see the full
anything.
shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he just sat here telling us he didn't really have anything to put as his fucking logo. He
He's
pulled
like,
out
"Oh,
that
or-
badass.
or
You guys got to see the lore and all the other shit behind it. It's really cool.
yeah, this isn't even the final helmet. It's kind of cooler.
It's rad. It's got a
That's
fucking
pretty
kyber
dope, dude.
crystal on it.
Also, I'm not gonna say it.
Dude, by the
Yeah,
way, y'all's
wait till
intro
later.
is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
you can
you.
use some work.
God, it's funny because I was actually coughing at the exact same time that Yoda was coughing. It was kind of hilarious.
That was Grievous.
Fucking idiot. What a
Was it?
fucking loser. Yo, I'm writing you a hate comment. Where's your YouTube?
Please.
Oh, and we will get to that. We will get to that. But everybody, thank you for tuning in to our Thanksgiving special. It's that time of the year again where we hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. You had plenty of leftovers. You went on your pre-Thanksgiving walk with your favorite cousin, came back, hopefully maybe a little bit faded. And we just want to thank you guys for coming on and joining us so far. So everybody, how's everyone else doing though? How you guys doing? I know you guys had a great stream last night.
Yeah, it was really fun, man. Doing really well. Thank you for having us, man.
Oh, no problem. I mean, love having you guys on. This stuff is always fun. But Nerd, how are you doing, man?
Sorry, I'm eating a Pop-Tart.
What flavor though? Is it the blueberry one that we were talking about?
No, it's just the chocolate one.
Ew.
My fave.
Ew,
Dude,
you fucking eat dry dirt.
This is the meta, dude. It's the meta.
Ew!
We all know that the best one is the cookies and cream.
No, the best Pop-Tart is the 2002 Spider-Man tie-in Wildberry one.
Yep.
So.
It's actually
Yeah,
pretty,
the one that
pretty
gives
late.
you warts
Valid.
and, like lung cancer. Got it.
Oh my god.
Doing
Sorry,
pretty
they get a
well.
little too personal.
Can't wait to get into some of these news topics. Some we've already covered in some videos on me and Outer Rim's channel. A little bit of an update on a little situation that might have happened to Ort last night, and then we're just gonna shoot the shit and watch some. Shut the fuck up, phone. We're gonna just chill, shoot the shit, and watch some AI Star Wars videos and some funny skits. and
Let's
shit.
go.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun time. We're gonna get through some news, as Nerd said. Yes, I was a victim last night. I'm gonna be trauma. I'm gonna be trauma dumping on everybody.
Quick
And then I'll get off
question.
my soapbox. Yes, sir.
Are these AI like jiggle videos or like
You're just
lore
gonna have to
videos?
wait and see, Raz. You're just gonna have to wait and see.
Well,
I
I'm
think
not
we'll
sticking
have a
around
little
if there's no
bit.
jiggle.
I think we'll have a little bit for everyone here on the pod. So take that as you will.
I guess I'll stay.
We're happy to have you. Happy to have you. But yeah, so but before we get into it, we usually might do this at the end of the stream, but to really kick it off, what's everyone been working on for their channels that you want to talk about?
Raz, please go ahead.
I'm going last. You saved the best for last.
Boonsky?
Well, if you guys don't follow my Instagram, or if you guys haven't noticed the banner change on my YouTube channel, I've decided to set an actual schedule for when I'm going to be doing content. So Monday, actually, I forgot what fucking days I said. It's on my channel though.
Wow.
3 days a week, I'm going to be uploading like actual videos on YouTube, and then the weekends and maybe some evenings during the week, I'm going to be starting to stream over on Twitch. Good old Wrath of Mandalore has convinced me to start doing that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. And yeah, just kind of working on the last 2 reaction videos to the SWTOR cinematics, because they're the last 2 I've never seen. So those are going to be very, very
They're so
interesting
sick.
and a very raw reaction.
They are so sick. Well, dude, Swoonsky, good to see. I mean, you've been killing it on your channel lately. I think now we should give you that shout out, dude. 500 subs and counting. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, it's a little insane, bro. Like I've always said, like, oh, I'm gonna hit 500 subs. I'm gonna hit 500 subs, and then it hit, and I'm like, this isn't real, bro. Like this, like I'm waiting to like for me to like wake up from this dream.
I know, dude. You've been talking about it since I met you when I started my YouTube journey, and that's what we've been talking about, trying to get to 500. You did it. You're putting out a lot of content. It's good content. So, dude, just want to give you a shout out. Want to raise a glass if anyone's got one. That shit's good, man.
I do
Proud
have
of
one.
you. Same here.
Right there, man.
Big old
100%.
fat fucking can.
Hell yeah. Sklee, what do you got going on?
Dude, really just planning for 2026 with Wrath, and I'm talking about it a little bit with Swinsky as well, man. Just there's a lot of Star Wars stuff happening this year, and I just want to get out there and enjoy it. Definitely planning on trying to go to a few cons and do some vlogs. Definitely we're gonna vlog for opening night for Mandalorian and Grogu, that type of thing, and just kind of working in that direction. So really just planning for the next year at this point, just trying to enjoy time with family, and also working on some music too. I play in bands and stuff like that, and I'd like to plug those too, if you don't mind.
Oh, dude, please plug away. Pause.
Yeah, so I'm currently working on a new project. So maybe in a couple of months, I'll have some stuff to be able to put out on Instagram. We'll probably have a whole page. But my other two projects that I work on are like an alternative rock band and then like a jam band. If you're interested in that, if that's your thing, go ahead and give us a follow or stream us anywhere. Wilburn Music or Mellopool Music. So appreciate that. But yeah, man, just super excited for 2026. Excited that we're going to kind of get out of this rut. I don't really like not having a whole lot of Star Wars. It's weird. I mean, it's like what now that we have it. I mean, before the whole Disney acquisition, I mean, we were used to it, but dude, it's like a drug now. So just excited to be able to have stuff, theorize, talk over stuff with you guys, and just grow as a creator. So that's really it.
Totally agree there, Scully. And also, when we go over some of the news, I think what you just said about talking about and theorizing for future Star Wars and kind of seeing if we're getting out of this rut, I think some of the news topics we'll quickly go over today are going to be a great way to talk more about that, because that's what some of it is, right? And kind of looking at the future. Mm-hmm. But Wrath, what do you got going on, buddy?
Nothing. I retire.
Damn, dude. You
learn how to edit one video and he retires. Great.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time coming. First video came out, I edited it. It took me forever because I'm special and I can't read.
Super special.
So essentially what happened was I got 1,900 views in under 24 hours and 2 subscribers, so I retire. Just kidding. You can't get rid of me that fast. We are in a full fucking rebrand on the channel. I'm kind of sick of this AI slop. So I have preliminarily begun working with a very talented and newly licensed Tops artist. No names dropping. Nobody say anything. We're gonna be working on some conceptual work, some concepts here. The cosplay for my channel, and I, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and release the name here on y'all's channel, just as a little, my gift to you, free of charge. It is generous. My character's name will be Maldros Velnar, and he is a Sith Mandalorian. So that's gonna be sick. I've got a Dungeons and Dragons campaign with some of the boys I'm working on. That might
love to share our characters,
some videos.
I want to learn how to play that.
It's super cool.
I'm gonna do a video here in the near future with my wife, attempting to guess Star Wars character names and then pronounce them, which will be hilarious. So don't miss out on that.
Nice. Don't forget about Glupshido.
Yep, Glupshido. She's got to get that one right. Maybe coming out of Whatnot retirement at some point here. But in terms of the rebrand, new graphics, we kind of overhauled the Twitch a little bit. So I've been grinding away on Twitch. We finally unlocked subs on Twitch. So if anybody has Amazon Prime and would like to bless your boy so I can afford to continue to edit my videos.
G's in the chat.
And not have to outsource those to somebody who may or may not be in this chat right now. That would be lovely. But new logos coming, concept for cosplay art, and that cosplay, hopefully, if my fat ass can stick to a schedule, will be releasing at either ICCC or Rebel ScumCon, depending on how the circuit looks next year. And then next week, obviously, for our podcast, the Broken Tusk Podcast, Volume 10, baby, we hit double digits.
Yes, sir.
We will be talking
Crazy.
about some of our plans for next year and conventions and where you can see us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Also
a whole
got
lot
some
of
cool
things,
interviews as well.
graphic rebrand coming, merch coming. It's gonna be sick. So strap the fuck in and have a
Interviews,
ride.
live streams. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet, man. We're
Damn.
super excited. It's gonna be really fun, and we're just excited to share, man. We love this community, and we're thankful to be a part of it. And we're just hyped, man, just like everybody else. So
Hell yeah. Well, I love to hear it. You guys are working on some great stuff. I love seeing it all ramp up and what you're planning to do and some of what you've shown me like in other chats. Like this is great stuff. And I'm happy that we're all here to share because it does feel like there is going to be a new chapter starting in 2026 for Star Wars YouTubers, Star Wars creators, Star Wars community. Because it kind of feels like there's not a passing of the torch, but it feels like some of these older, bigger channel creators are kind of seeing a drawdown, a dip. And then
I'm seeing that as well.
And then we're kind of getting like a new resurgence. So like some stuff I'm working on, right, is just I've been doing some of these news update videos. I just did 6 days ago my Sabine video. I think it's like 3.2K views right now. My subs are going up. But like there's all this
as many
traction
words as that comment was.
Oh yeah. yeah. Which we will get to. Chat, everyone. There was this crazy out of pocket, super ridiculous comment, really an essay, a monologue left on my video, and we'll pull it up later and kind of go over it. But like subscribers are going up, but there really feels like there's still an audience out there, and it's interesting to see how it plays out and how there's a new age of creators like all of us here that hopefully could be some of the new voices for the Star Wars community. I know that's why a lot of us got into it, is to talk about what we love, but also kind of put out there what maybe we want to see and how we want to be a voice for those people who kind of feel the same we do. But I'm happy to get into it today. But of course, before we start with anything, we are at Yoda's Hut. We are here for a session. So what do you gentlemen have? What are you guys rolling up? What are you guys chiefing or drinking? What's the vice of choice for the sesh?
Yeah, like I said in the intro, I was I'm smoking on my little glass situation I got over here not too long ago, and I got a little vodka Red Bull that was poured up by my roommate. He offered, so that's what I got. It's not something I always rock with every single stream, but just felt right with this one. So
I love the vodka Red Bulls at home. I love that making them at home.
I need the upper, man. I need the upper.
Swinsky?
Just chiefing on a nice little birthday cake Kush cart, and I think that's the first time I've actually known what the fuck I'm smoking on aside from it's just wax.
That is. Before it was like, oh, it's just wax dabs. I don't fucking know. Now you have a name for it. Oh wow, look at you moving up, Mr. 500. Wrath, what do you got? What are you drinking?
It's fucking Modelo time, fool.
Modelo cerveza. I love it. I love Modelos. I got a few things here. I got a little bit of white wine. I got a little bit of a cider, and then I got, of course, a classic blinker, a J-ski, ready to go. Beautiful. So just like my avatar, I'm ready. I'm freaking rolling. But all right.
I think the whole talk about new chapter of Star Wars YouTube is actually a good segue into possibly a new chapter of Star Wars to begin with. And it's kind of going to start with Mr. Sean Levy. Let me wait for my fucking computer to do its thing.
Hey, man, you got it? You see it?
But Mr. Sean Levy reveals that his goal to make Star Wars Starfighter as original as possible. Jesus Christ, not original.
Reading's hard. It's okay, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I listen to
especially under the influence. It happens.
But he is freaking determined to not let any of it feel derivative or like a lazy copycat. And that is something we need in Star Wars.
Yeah,
Because that's kind of the reason why people didn't like the prequels, was because it was so different than the originals. So
I'm gonna be
Star Wars
honest.
needs to be expanding, not fucking retelling.
Agreed.
Mhm.
Agreed. It's so vast, bro. I mean, that's the reason why we love it. We get so deep into the lore and the worlds. It's just so much, a whole different realm to dive into. But have you guys seen the video clip that this is talking about? Have you guys seen this where they've interviewed him about it?
I have not.
Dude,
if
y'all
you have a
need to.
link or something,
Let's
bring
see if
it
we can
up and
find
we'll
it.
react to it. Yeah.
It's awesome, man. Like, it's, if you hear how he's talking about it, you'll get it. It sounds great, man. And honestly, I feel really optimistic after listening to it. It pops up on my feed today.
Yeah. So there's some comments I have on this because I've
for it.
been kind of paying attention to Starfighter, a lot of the news, what's being said around there. And for the last few months before kind of this came out, it was really like, hey, this is eventually going to end with something at the end of the movie being Rey. Right? It's like all going to lead to Rey. Like his goal is to bring the child to Rey. And then everything you saw for the hype of this movie was so super deflated. And I understand. I kind of agree with that 100%. But then now there are all these talks that no, like he said, there's no previous characters from other movies in here. Like it's all original characters. And it's people are like, okay, maybe they were kind of like Lucasfilm does, throwing some of that into the media sphere and seeing what sticks, what's not. Exactly. You know, and there's more news, and even with what's going on with Rey that I'm going to touch upon in future videos. Like some of that shit still might be. Some of that shit might be getting shelved. She is working on other projects.
That's also what I've heard.
Yeah, she's like signed on to do other movies. Which when we see even with other writers and directors, that happens, it's usually followed by a few weeks later of like Stephen Knight is no longer working on the Rey movie because he signed on for another project, right? Like there's so much of that. So I'm happy to hear him say this, but who really knows what's going to go on?
Yeah, I've heard.
I don't think they know.
I've heard that Rey's even gotten removed from the ending of that movie.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I was trying to say too. It's like they threw it out there. They saw it was completely rejected. And now they're like, okay, like let's reel it back.
They can't afford to fuck up.
No, they can't. All roads lead to Rey.
And I don't think they're gonna keep the Skywalker name. I think the way that it was done at the end of that movie, I think she could have said that, just because she felt the Skywalkers by her at that point. But like, I could totally see her finding her own identity and changing her last name. I could totally see them pivoting away from that. I don't think they would keep it that way. I've even seen in some of the marketing, they don't even have Skywalker next to her name anymore.
I know that Star Wars is supposed to follow the Skywalkers, but honestly, I've been saying it for years. They need to step away from the Skywalkers and the Skywalker saga and all of that. Like, bro, go on. You already killed. They killed the one Skywalker that anybody fucking cared about. So,
but they were trying to bring him back, allegedly.
I'm talking about Luke. They killed his ass off. That's the only Skywalker anybody fucking cared about.
Ben technically is. He's got Skywalker blood.
And he was cooler. He was cooler before they made him have a redemption.
Yeah, he was cooler before he became a bitch.
Yeah, it should have been like how they said it was going to be, an opposite of Darth Vader. That's originally how it was supposed to be in the trilogy, but they changed that.
I mean, Colin Trevorrow's script had him go deeper into the dark and stay that way, and he was not able to be redeemed. He had to be killed, and it makes so much more sense. I mean, if you haven't read that script from the Colin Trevorrow episode 9, Duel of the Fates,
I've not read that one.
Well, because here's my thing, right? I'm okay if they want to redeem Ben Solo. I'm okay with that. Sure. Then give me Dark Rey.
Yeah, have a flip flop.
Oh my god, how cool would that be?
Balance the force.
Oh my gosh, dude. That would be so fucking cool.
I mean, it would make more sense. She has no identity. She has no family. She has no friends, even though she was making those friends along the way in the rebellion when she got scooped up. But she still, it would make so much more sense for her not to realize it or for her not to accept it just yet. And then be like, because she's scared of not having those things and knowing who she is, she finds solace in the dark side. And that would have made so much more sense because she's a broken person to begin with.
Or even like how they tease that Palpatine somehow like influence the fact that she exists, I'm cool with that. Give us kind of like an ode to the original trilogy and have Palpatine be like, "Oh, you think you're gonna kill me? Like I'm your dad. Like I created you. Not maybe not that he says like I'm your dad, but like I created you. You are me." And then have her be like, "Shit, identity crisis." All.
Yeah, like and that's what breaks her,
Bro,
right?
that
The
would've
cracks
been-
start to break.
That would have been so fucking good, man.
I agree.
Holy
I agree.
Saying, bro.
fuck.
But I
Wrath
mean,
of
like,
Mandalore cooking as always.
Yeah, but
but
you're telling me, but you're telling me that they're gonna make the main female protagonist actually a bad guy? They can't do that.
Well, there has yeah, it should be so rad.
You can't make
I
bad
know,
characters
you
actually be
can't have
bad.
bad guys at all.
No, exactly.
That would be too dark and weird for Bobby Bobbyson.
But back to Sean Levy, I'm happy to see that
I'm
there's
trying to find this clip.
hope for this. I mean, we really have no idea what they're gonna do. This could still be maybe fluff. I don't know. I think this would have been the better movie to come out with as your first movie back to theaters than Mando and Grogu. That's just me. But
I agree.
we will
Nope.
we'll learn more about it. No?
Nope.
Why?
Because the fucking quicker we get Grogu to become the first Mando Jedi will be
Take forever,
a long time,
And it's not going
the
to happen in the
better.
NRE.
the better.
I mean, yeah, but like they can still.
I'm tired
do
of him
that.
being a fucking pussy.
I agree with you, but you understand that it would actually make more sense for him to be that in a different era, not in the current one.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah,
gonna
but we got to
age up.
cook. This movie is already on the books. We got to cook it out of the way, regardless of how it is, right? Because I mean, from what we've seen, it's not going to be lights out, right? So let's get it out of the fucking way so we can start working on other cool shit.
Yeah, from what we've seen and from what we've heard, it's not going to be lights out.
The only saving grace is my man's Brendan Wayne. I believe will be back as the in suit performer for Din Djarin.
I have this feeling, man. I understand it. I feel it, and I know that everybody feels that way. That it's not going to be lights out. I think that's a positive thing. I think that's a good thing because if for some reason, right, they throw something huge in this movie, which I could definitely see them doing it. You know, all the hype is all low.
I mean,
nobody knows it. They've done
gonna
this
be a
before.
There's
I
gonna be
think because I mean, it's all this whole next year is all about Filoni, the Filoniverse. That's what it is, dude. We have 2 projects within 2 months of each other that are getting released. Like I think it's a good thing that expectations are really low because if you throw Han, Luke, and Leia or some shit like that at the end of the movie, like bro, or like Thrawn with all of them, and you set up with the next Mandoverse movie, which would be Dave's Heir to the Empire, dude. I'm telling you, bro. And then you got all these people that are interested going back to Ahsoka to go stream it, and I could be wrong, you know, and. It
just makes too much sense, Glee. That's the problem. What you're saying makes too much sense.
I think, and it makes sense why everybody's afraid of it, dude. And I get it. It's because we all have trauma, but like, bro, like.
No, I agree with you. No, it could be a better path forward. I mean, we kind of got this weird schism going on. Like, we're going to be focusing on Filoni timeline, but then we have Starfighter, which is after the sequels. And then you also have potentially Dawn of the Jedi, which is now 30,000 years in the past. So it's like there is no set direction for Star Wars right now. And Kathleen Kennedy has recently said they're open to working with more directors and creatives for what they want to do in Star Wars. Like she just wants to see what works, which means there's no plan of era. There's no plan of direction, themes, lessons. It's all just like, hey, throw it at the board.
Either that or like maybe they're just trying to attack it from different directions in terms of like, okay, what if we get a little bit of something for everybody? So then everybody has something to look forward to. Because like for me, like I like the New Republic era stuff. And for say like Swoonsky, like we need all new. And I think honestly at overall Star Wars would benefit from that the most at this point. We need something new. We need to get away from Skywalkers. Like Old Republic would be amazing. The Starfighter, like that kind of idea is good. But
we need consistent bangers. And I mean,
that's
kind of,
but
it kind of goes along that classic line of if you try to please everybody, you please nobody. I think you need to pick an era and dive in and make it banger after banger after banger, and then move on.
That's
to
what
a
Star
different
Wars
era.
was at its heart. So
My,
you're not wrong.
My only concern is that with this statement, and I think it's just kind of, I'm hoping it's kind of trying to throw things off a little bit and make people not know what exactly we're going to be getting, because we've seen trailers for movies before and then it ends up being completely different. I just hope they don't make Din into a fucking bitch and then kill him off.
Dude, I mean,
It kind of sounds like they are, though.
Right, and I'm okay with them making him like the good guy and for the better good, and then he sacrifices himself, but like don't go making him full bitch mode and then like, because that it just harps on that Book of Boba Fett kind of style of writing, where you take a badass character, you've made him a badass character from the beginning, and then he just slowly becomes a wimpy little bitch and then dies.
dude, that happened to like both of our favorite characters, man.
Yeah, but yours is already fucking shit before that.
No, it was amazing before, and then he got fucking shit all over. But then
Yeah,
they
you're
were
right.
trying to
You're right.
recontextualize him.
The young man who was hanging out with the fucking old dude on a random island planet with a swamp on it. Yeah, nothing sus.
Bruh. You're still in the sand, butthole. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Before
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine lived, and he didn't lose his weapon.
Then he became a good guy.
Yeah, my guy was hanging out with Tuskens, and your guy fucking slaughtered their ancestors. His father did.
Why you gotta fucking throw shade at my guy, man? Fuck you.
Because he
Yeah,
sucks
he's my
too.
second favorite guy. They do not suck.
Sabine
suck
Wren
when
is
they
the first
swallow each
Mando
other.
Jedi. Sabine
So I
doesn't need to
think
be a fucking
She's not a
Jedi.
Jedi
So
yet.
I
She's only a
think-
Padawan learner.
Yeah. So Chris's comments here, especially about Sabine, is a great segue into the other news topic. Nerd and I both made videos on it. They both were kind of blowing up on our channel. Henry Gilroy's comments about Sabine Wren. So for those in the chat who don't know, Henry Gilroy, executive producer, one of the writers for the Clone Wars, for Star Wars Rebels, has come out on a podcast, and I could share my screen here, or at least in an interview. And he's kind of talked about how making Sabine Force sensitive or a Jedi was, or at least something along the Jedi dogma of training with the Force, was never the plan. So we're starting to see more creatives come out here. This is kind of getting a lot of buzz. He was saying it was absolutely not the plan. We really felt not only did it step on Ezra's story, but it was a retread. Yep. I almost said, like, we already did this. The idea of Sabine training as a Jedi when she's already this fantastic warrior of her own type, we felt like this is overkill. And I think that's the main answer from everybody. Like, this is just too extra.
I think but I also think how it was done was poorly.
My 2 cents on this is she has to have some kind of connection to the Force in the fact that she's a Mandalorian and could wield the Darksaber. Outside of that, if they're gonna, like, this is just my 2 cents. Outside of that, if they're gonna give her Force abilities and make her into a Jedi or make her a Sith or like a Force wielder, you have to build that story. You can't just throw it in as like a fucking
100%.
cool token and then go back and try to fucking build it. Like,
Agreed.
that's not how storytelling works. That's not how being a Force user works. Because I think inherently there are specific Mandalorians that have the ability to tap into the Force to wield the Darksaber. Now, I'm not saying that makes them a Force user, but the Darksaber is a lightsaber at the end of the day. And Finn has no ability to use that saber, unfortunately, right? So, not anybody can pick up a lightsaber and wield it. So I think there has to be a little bit there. But like I said, if the point of your story is to try to make her into something like that, you have to develop the story. You can't just throw it in as a token. And I think that's them realizing that's Henry Gilroy's way of explaining, like, yeah, that wasn't supposed to be a thing. It wasn't fleshed out right.
Exactly. And that is a lot of what I've seen in my comments on my video. A lot of people agree with what Gilroy's saying. A lot of people are saying it's overkill. And if you're going to do it, you got to do it in a way that makes more sense, more build up. But, of course, there's back and forth because there's
on other creators' work, brother.
Yep. Well, that's just what Dave does. Hopefully that stalker doesn't kill me. But
he won't be able to get past the Wrath of Mandalore.
especially once you build the suit, which would be sick. So,
Felt like a brick shit house.
and so I see a lot of my comments too here and there. It's like, well, George said anybody can use the Force, right? Everybody has the ability or access to the Force.
100%.
And it's muddied the waters a little bit because, as we know, the Force is in everything. It's a part of everything. It connects us. It binds us. It brings everything together. It's this energy field that goes in between everybody. But I even like how Star Wars Theory talks about it. It's almost like because George Lucas says it's martial arts, and it's almost like martial arts. You train hard enough, right? You get pretty good at it. You just have to dedicate a lot of time. Star Wars Theory is like, yes, but in that same realm, it depends on your genetics. It also depends on a lot of your inherent talents and abilities on how well you can go. Some people could train forever, but what if they're just really never going to be that good at it? There's just their body does not work that way. The Force is kind of similar, and the way of looking at was at the midichlorian count. Like you should only have so much of a level you could achieve. Like, and they said in the show, Sabine has the lowest midichlorian account ever tested for in the Jedi Order.
Yep. It was just...
Hold on. Bring up Chris's comment. Midichlorians are why not everyone is a Jedi. Well, I think if I'm reading correctly, I think you're saying, midichlorians can help us be who's a Jedi, who's not, at least according to the Order standards, right? But I wouldn't be upset if Sabine had some intuition with the Force, right? Like, what if she could have a slight, increase on her reflexes? Like maybe she's a little bit better. Maybe that explains why she's so good at fighting.
George has literally said that that's why Han is such a good pilot and like has good reflexes, is because the Force. I mean, he's not a Force user. He can never be a Force user. But he's got that. He's a little bit. He's got that little bit of a connection that helps him fucking fly. That helps him fucking be a great shot, or fucking his reflexes are on par to where he's able to fucking extend his neck 3 feet and shoot fucking Greedo.
Boba Fett is Boba and Jango, bro.
Yeah, Boba and Jango, right?
Can't be the baddest bounty hunters in the fucking galaxy without having some intuition with the Force, bro. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just gotta have big balls.
And Omega's his twin, there you go. She's the Force sensitive clone.
Fuck her.
Yeah, I mean, like that's how I interpret it too, right? Like, hey, if it's something that binds everybody, there will be an extent to how, like, I can't use it, but I can kind of feel it, right? And that's what it should have really been for Sabine,
He was just so abrupt and forced.
And of course, it comes out during this era of content of media where it's like, okay, we're gonna prop up the female hero. As we're going to put pants on her and say she's a hero now, right? Like it's like she's the best when she was already a sick, juiced up character. Like I mean, to be honest, in Rebels, like she was child prodigy, like she was able to do all these things and be super well at a young age, like well adept. But this was definitely overkill, especially for training we did not see on screen, which all happened beforehand before they separated. Which is another killer. They keep doing that.
They keep doing the off. Yeah, you keep whenever you open. Sam Witwer said it best, man. When you change a character objectively off screen, you're subject to criticism, man. It's just what it is. You can't be upset if people are going to get upset about it. It's jarring. It's not. It affects the story. It's supposed to be naturally flowing, and it happens all too much. And it's back to what you said, man, dude. I'll say till the cows come home. It's upsetting because we know what Disney is capable of, man. They're one of the most incredible storytelling companies with a shitload of money, right? But it's the consistency, man. They can't just really focus in and get it together. They keep giving a shit that's half baked, and it's just ruining the fandom.
I mean, it's egos. It's really a lot of it's egos, right? Whose idea is better? Whose story is better? Who got insulted by so and so and now has a vendetta? Which is really how I feel Iger is. I feel like he has somewhat of a vendetta against George.
He's kind of a pussy.
No, he's an idiot. Yeah, he's a total puss. And it's just, it's ridiculous because there's sources and they talk about it. Like Iger does not want to continue with anything George related. That's why the sequels kind of went the way they did. That's why when George told him after he saw the pre-screening of The Force Awakens, he was like, Bob, you did nothing new. Yep. Like, you didn't expand on anything. He pretty much called his baby ugly.
Yep. And that's why Galaxy's Edge wasn't any of the original trilogy places or any of the prequel places. It was a brand new planet.
That's why all the original trio just got nicked off one by one. Bam, bam, bam. And unsatisfactory.
Demoralized.
As they should be.
More than disrespectful, dude.
Yeah. So Disney and Lucasfilm, and it's also just a mess over there. I've covered a little bit on my channel for anyone who wants to see. It's just a little bit here and there about, like, people were looking at Kathleen Kennedy as number one villain. She's pretty much villain 1A, Iger's villain 1B, and the partnership between Lucasfilm and Disney. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. Nerd, is there a quote? I think it was from Gilroy as well, or from someone else, talking about how, like, back when it was a Clone Wars, you just had to please George. Now you got to please Lucasfilm.
That was Gilroy. I think it's somewhere in these posts.
So for chat, if anyone hasn't seen yet, Gilroy also came out and said lines, and I'll get it once Nerd pulls it up. But really, long story short, it was back when it was under George only. It was, we just had to please George, right? George was the visionary, just had to please George. But now you have to appease Lucasfilm, the story group, the awful team Kathleen's made over there. And then on top of that, then you have to get final notes from Disney, final say from Iger even, which we saw with the Ben Solo movie. He's directly involved in decisions, not even just overseeing. No, he's directly involved of yes, this, yes, or no, that, which is kind of jarring to realize. The head of Disney is that involved in Star Wars, in decisions with Star Wars. What do you guys think about that?
You know, it's the typical NFL owner, Jerry Jones, Dan Snyder. You stick your fucking hand in the cookie jar when you have no idea what the fuck you're doing, and you end up muddling the fucking cookies and coming out with some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Too many cooks in the kitchen. It's also just awful creative insight, right? They don't have a creative, like
testicle.
Yeah, they don't have that at all. And I mean, there are so many things that what makes Star Wars work is you don't view it as a corporate product, right? You view it as art, and they don't view it as art. They view it as a corporate product. Back to when George told Iger, you did nothing new. Iger's response, and I believe he talked about it in his book. Iger's response was like, we bought Star Wars. Yeah, it's
Chris, you're 100% right, bro.
Yeah, Chris is 100% right. But dude, Iger's response to George was, we bought Star Wars, so we wanted to make a movie that felt like Star Wars. So that's why Disney is never going to be able to really expand, because they just want to do member berries. They want to just feel like the product they bought. When George is telling them, Star Wars is about expansion. It's about new
always
things.
Always has been.
Yeah, that's why every movie feels different. Not each trilogy, every movie feels completely different. And I mean, the prequel trilogy is this political space opera, family drama. And then the family drama carries over to the original trilogy, but then it becomes kind of like part of it is spy thriller, guerrilla warfare kind of commentary. It's just, they're so different, but they also are so connected. It's amazing. It's one of the best universes in fictional history. I mean, I've put it up there with Lord of the Rings in terms of how deep this lore goes. It's amazing.
Sklee found the interview clip. Shout out to a guy who loves Star Wars. He's fucking.
I love this guy.
Really great,
Mike. I've been following him for a long time. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, he makes some pretty good content, bro.
Yeah.
Different,
very
something new. So that's my everyday North Star that I'm chasing.
This will get you 100 times more excited for Star Wars because it sounds like exactly what Star Wars fans have been asking for.
I just
Nothing is as religious an allegiance as Star Wars.
Yeah.
And so the pressure, self-inflicted mostly, to get it right. That's intense. Especially with Starfighter, it's not a sequel. It's not a prequel. It is not legacy characters, and it's not in a period of time in the galaxy that's ever been explored after Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But what this means is that we are inventing everything in this movie. And all of it needs to feel Star Wars-y. But I am freaking determined to not let any of it feel derivative or lazily copycat. And then we went to Star Wars Celebration in Tokyo, maybe it was April, and the excitement I felt in that place. But what I also felt in that room is this thirst among the fans for something different.
For good shit. For good shit. Not something different. Good shit. If you're gonna do something new, write a good fucking story. Make
It's
it
unique.
make sense.
But that's what he said. That's what we were
Don't
talking
make it. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying don't make it lean on the fact that you have a fucking movie blockbuster star as your fucking person, and then you think that you can skate by. Like, words are words, actions are actions. I want to see it. That gives me hope, but I want to see it. I've been burnt before.
Yeah.
Oh, we all have too many times.
We've all been hurt before, and I guess that there's two possible segues based on what he said at the end that we could go on right now. We could talk about Doug Chang's comments about how George Lucas is the only one who truly knows what Star Wars design is, what Star Wars feel is, which is kind of like what Sean is saying there. Like, hey, I want this to feel Star Wars-y, but not repetitive or derivative or just a copycat, right? So we can talk about Doug Chang's comments, or we can go into someone who also tried to do something new, but it actually fucking sucked, which was Leslie Headland, and then her most recent interview blaming content creators for The Acolyte.
I think we should do Leslie first and then do George.
Good call.
I like it. Okay, great.
I don't want to do Leslie ever because she's
well, she doesn't want to do you either.
Like a dog.
Yeah. So if we want, I could wait. Do you have the article, or should I pull it up? Nerd.
I got the fucking Star Wars Newsnet cliff notes.
Okay, great. I like that because I know the article. I could talk about it. Yeah, so guys, a few days, I guess at least a week ago at this point, this came out. So Leslie Headland, she's the showrunner, the main writer, creative behind The Acolyte. You know, the script she gave Kathleen Kennedy made Kathy cry. It was so good. And it's really just a story about her emotions and how she feels with her father. And this whole show was just therapeutic exercise for Leslie about her relationship with her father, which kind of, I guess, is pretty telling on the quality of the show. But she was with The Wrap, this news or magazine like website. She did an interview, and she pretty much suggested that she wasn't surprised about The Acolyte being canceled. She was surprised about the swiftness of it. She was like, oh, when I started getting calls about viewership and ratings, the writing was on the wall. I just didn't expect it to happen so fast. But then she kind of went into, when she was talking about The Acolyte, she was like, I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm a big Star Wars YouTube fan. But then at the end of the day, she was like, but you're still going to have your racists, your fascists, and also content creators who make money off talking about hating on Star Wars are the big reason why we think it got taken down.
That is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
It's so fucking sad to me that you are so warped and focused on all these negative, like, I'm gonna say it right now, right?
I pity people with that mindset.
I think that's very opinionated. I think it's very jaded. I think it's regurgitating the same bullshit that some other people spew. The actual racist people in Star Wars make up like fucking 7% of all of the fandom. So if you're going to listen to 7% of the fandom, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I really don't.
Look, there's redeemable things in that. There's cool things in that show that like all Star Wars projects, even if they're all shit. But here's the thing. That's the one nice thing I'll say. That show was a PR nightmare. That was the worst PR I've seen on any sort of media ever. Not even close. That is what turned off the majority of people. It was their own. It was like hardy-cardi for them, dude. They pretty much killed themselves right there.
It killed it on arrival. It killed it on arrival.
Bro, you come out and like you want to talk about racist. I know it doesn't really, like you can't be racist towards white people, but white is a race. Caucasian is a race. And what Amanda Stenberg said was racist. She made a
And she's half
prejudiced
white.
comment toward a race of people saying that we were all racist. You're dumb as fuck. You ruined your movie based on the PR because a lot of people didn't even give it a fucking chance because of how you were spewing your mouth.
Your actors
okay?
can't tell the difference between Anakin and
you're
Luke
just,
Skywalker.
You're regurgitating exhausted narratives. Exhausted. It's exhausted.
Kinda.
So I have the article pulled up from the Wrap as well. I would love to go over like 1 or 2 paragraphs here, or at least 2 or 3 of the questions and kind of read them out, and we can talk about it because some of this is like, if you're such a big Star Wars fan and this great creative, like, why are we talking about it this way?
Because there's no source material.
So the question, the interviewer goes, there was a lot of unfair vitriol, which again, this word is now coming up everywhere, about the Acolyte online, and for it to be the first Star Wars show to be publicly canceled, Lucasfilm has never done that. Before I read her answer, if I remember correctly, wasn't it not publicly canceled? Like that came out from like comments from the Disney side of production, just saying like, yeah, we're not doing that. It wasn't even officially canceled.
What up, Ken?
Right?
Disney never made a statement.
They never did, right? It's just this
No,
is the first we heard in a series of leaks that it's actually canceled.
Well, this is how you knew it was canceled, because they didn't make a statement or anything. They just straight up took everything that was supposed to be released into the Disney stores, and like they were like, nope. And I mean, now they're kind of integrating it somewhat back in. Like you can now buy Kylo Ren's Legacy Light, not Kylo Ren, fucking
They're trying to make him a Ren. They're trying to make Chimera Ren.
You can buy Kylo. God damn it again! Fucking Chimere's fucking lightsaber.
You're hitting that birthday cake too much.
A little bit.
But let's read her answer here, right? So she goes, really, the whole thing with the Acolyte was always a major risk. I guess it was a new part of the timeline. It was all new characters. It was part of the lore where you couldn't use a stormtrooper. Remember what I said about Star Wars member berries because they only want to run.
That's a lie. Dawn of the Jedi literally has everything but lightsabers.
You didn't have the reference to the politics and war that Tony Gilroy has brilliantly exploited in such a genius way in Andor. I can't believe we're using Andor as a field goal for what is good successful. But all that iconography and all those visual references and original trilogy references and our references were the High Republic novels and the publishing initiative, and then the prequels, specifically with the lightsaber. So I guess lightsabers equals prequels, even though their lightsabers were girthy as fuck.
I guess Legends doesn't count.
Hey, yo, Ken, absolutely. Chris, same. And also, our buddy Clone Force 97 would say that High Republic is tight. He really likes it. So I haven't read any of it. I couldn't tell you, but if you're interested, he's got a bunch of stuff on it. So
yeah,
Clone Force
I haven't read it.
Too.
I haven't read it. I'll let the sales speak for itself. I will let the lack of hype speak for itself. And them winding down the initiative.
Yeah, they just finished the era, I'm pretty sure, in terms of the books, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Like they're like winding it down because it's not making money. But I'm like, this is what I don't like. She was like, it's part of the lore where you couldn't use a stormtrooper. So again, it's like, are all these creatives just in the mindset of, oh, I need something that's in a previous Star Wars project that people like, and be like, look, stormtrooper, don't you like Star Wars? Like, that's not what it's about.
I guess, I mean, that makes a lot of sense because she took Plagueis and was like, look, here's Plagueis. I'm a Star Wars fan.
Kiadi Mundi, what? Like,
Oh my
dude,
God,
Kiadi Mundi should not be there.
Kiadi
Kiadi Mundi should not be there. The one person that was like, we haven't seen the Sith in a millennia. Now we have to do fucking copium and explain why that makes
Part of me wonders if Dave did that on purpose, man.
He had temporary
approved that on purpose, so then she wouldn't get another job in Star Wars. Part of me thinks that, but I don't know. What do I know?
It's just like it really shows that like you bring in these creators who might say they're Star Wars fans, and she'll go on in this interview to talk about how she's been a Star Wars YouTube fan since YouTube really launched, and she's been a Patreon. Of
Name 5 characters.
Yeah, exactly. Name 5 characters.
Name 5 characters, bro.
She also has a really weird relationship with Star Wars. Like she talks about how she's always aligned herself more with the dark side, when they talked about being seduced by the dark side, she said in interviews that she always took that in a sexual manner.
Can we talk about who she
What
worked
the
for
fuck
too?
is-
Can we
Think
bring that
about
up?
who her
'Cause are we
boss
just not going
was,
to talk
brother.
about that? We're not going to talk about who she was an assistant to.
Oh,
Exactly.
back when movies were still good.
Yeah.
People don't want to admit it. Movies were better when he was not in jail, but it's good he's in jail. I'm just saying.
Are we talking about Harvey Wienerstein?
Yep. Yeah, he was her
Not a great
personal. He
guy.
was his personal assistant.
Crazy, dude.
That makes a lot
I
of
mean,
I
sense.
love how Disney's like, you know what? Put her in Star Wars. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what? Are you kidding? Just the whole PR around that entire thing, the person who was directing it, all the actors, everything about it, dude. It's just, I mean,
R2D2 is a lesbian.
Oh Lord.
I mean, C3.
Don't get me wrong. There's like a few cool things in the show. There was, but like overall, it was a fucking goose egg.
It was a shit show, and then people are like, "You don't like anything new," and it's like, no, I do like new stuff. I like things that are expansive, but it has to be good. I mean, even from a storytelling perspective, the characters' motivations, the characters' actions, like just didn't make sense. May changed her motivation every episode on a dime.
Oh yeah.
I think this is a good question to go over here.
It always comes back to like it has to make fucking sense.
And you have to respect the rules of the lore. You have to respect the rules of the fictional universe.
Got to.
And you can't just shit on what came before. Leslie Helen has many interview quotes from when the show was coming out, before the show came out, how she actually wanted to change so much of what George did.
Yeah.
Right. She like didn't align with it. You know, even the girl that plays the Mother Anastasia was like, Star Wars is so patriotic.
Yes.
Yes. Like, no, it's not.
The power of one.
Like,
The
bro,
power of
that's the stupidest argument because from the jump, Carrie Fisher had a massive role. From the jump.
Yeah. And then George goes on to say in interviews, actually, I think last year, talking about this, and he was like, we have Leia. Right.
Yeah.
And then you have Padme. You have Mon Mothma for crying out loud.
That's when he was getting his award. It was at the I forgot what the festival was, but dude, that was the whole thing. She is a strong woman. She was completely unfeminine if you think about it, dude. She was not afraid to go toe to toe with Darth Vader up from the jump. She was not afraid of shit. She was talking shit at him. It's like, dude, she's a strong woman. She honestly, in that whole beginning scene when Han and fucking Luke show up in the Stormtrooper outfits, bro, she's really the one that's fucking shit up. Out of anybody, dude, Leia is the one that's going the hardest, and they're all kind of surprised, and it happens. It ends up going.
And George goes on to say, you can't just put a pants on a woman and say you're the hero now. What he means by that is you can't just have her be in the front and center. You can't have her put on like battle gear and be like, great, just because you're a woman in that outfit now, you're the one who's going to be the badass. No, we need actual development, characteristics.
Please,
bro, can we also attest to the fact that Han Solo is a badass dude, and she is the only force of nature that is able to make him a little goo goo gaga baby bitch.
For real though, dude.
Exactly.
Total goo goo gaga baby bitch for sure.
Totally.
Like he literally, his exterior melts away when she is there.
Same with Kira though.
Oh yeah, but Kira's baddie.
Yeah. She know Leia though. Come on.
I mean, I think she's hotter than Leia, but that's just me.
Dude, Slave Leia versus her. I'm picking Slave Leia, bro.
I'm telling you,
Scully, you're the problem.
You put you put Emilia Clarke in that bikini, it's over.
I don't know, dude.
For sure.
Dude, I don't know, bro.
Love and respect Carrie Fisher to death, but
you're
not my type.
What about what are we gonna talk about Padme? We're just gonna leave her out of the conversation here.
Well, no, Padme, you don't have to talk about because we all know she's the hottest by far.
There you go. Nice, beautiful
because
thing.
we didn't get Talon.
I mean, oh yeah, well, yeah.
Let her edge up a little bit. Anyway,
let's see what else. Yeah, so let's see what else Leslie said here because there's like one or two more questions here that I think are worth going over, and then we'll go on our last two news topics, and then we'll get ready to just react and have a great time.
Please.
So what was the experience for you to see the show not only get attacked but weaponized by certain parts of the media? I have thought about this, and I don't want to go on a tangent, so I'll stick to the personal rather than the professional. I was not online. However, I am a Star Wars fan, which means I have always been, since the launch of YouTube, part of the Star Wars recap, criticism, lionization, fandom community. These guys I've known for years and years. So when I got the information from others that what the weather report was, there was this real concern from friends of mine or coworkers of mine that saddened me. I also was like, I know who these guys are. You don't have to tell me who's talking about it or how bad it is online. I know exactly who they are. I supported them on Patreon. There are some of them that I respect, and there are others, some of them that I think are absolutely snake oil salesmen, just opportunists. Then, of course, there are the fascists and racists. The racists. So it runs their
Yeah,
gamut.
all the white people, I guess.
Yep. It isn't just one thing or the other. So I think that if you're part of the fandom, you understand the genre and tone of particular channels and creators. So in some ways, I wasn't surprised. And in other ways, I was disappointed. I think you always have to do that when you create something. It's just that Star Wars is on a massive level of visibility. So before we go on, wow, classic.
Bro, like, bro, first thing, bro, subscribing to Star Wars content creators on Patreon doesn't give you like lore knowledge. You fucking
Yeah. What if it's like Star Wars Explained?
I don't give a shit.
No, that's what I'm
You-
saying.
you
It's
know
like
what I'm
not a
saying?
great channel.
But even then, it's like, bro, like, you paying somebody money for their artistic work to support them does not make you like a fucking it doesn't make you an artist. It doesn't make you capable of like making art, and B, it doesn't make you like more valid in the community than other people. Like, what the fuck kind of statement is that? Second, that bitch does not know what fascism looks like. If she doesn't know. Like, people throw that fucking word around and have never lived through fascist empires, and as somebody who's connected to that, like, you can't just fucking throw that shit around.
No.
And I love how she's able to say fascism, like, she's no longer working with Disney, I think, in any capacity, but it's like she can do that, and then like on the other end of the spectrum and all these other things is like Gina Carano's getting fired, but like these motherfuckers can come out here and call entire groups of people racist off a whim because they heard it somewhere on fucking TikTok, and nothing happens to them.
Hey, yo, Ken, absolutely. Again.
If I like to race,
I've never heard that shit, dude. That is classic.
That's a good one, Ken. That's a really good one. I mean, pretty much later on, she goes on to say, like, she's trying to be like, yeah, and like we know that like these people get money from ad revenue for like kind of talking about this on Star Wars, but you're not just making money just because you talk critically or bad about what's going on in Star Wars. You get money because of how many people are flocking to your content. And tell me if I'm wrong. People like to watch those, or at least check out those that they agree with, or they feel more like, oh, this person is giving me the information that I want to hear. And, you know, I'm not really going to watch as many people that I totally disagree with. I mean, of course, I'll try to check out both sides. But if so many people are flocking to those creators that are saying what they don't like about what's going on, if they don't like the acolyte, the points about it, then why are we going to be like, oh, but they're making money off this? It's like, well, because people are tuning into that, because it's what people want to hear. What does that tell you?
That they're racist and fascist.
Ew.
Crazy times we're living in, man.
Yeah. Then she goes on to say that they were like going to do a lot more with Manny Jacinto's character, Chimere.
They still can, just not with you. Yeah,
I mean, they could. I think you got to rebrand it. It's got to be something totally different.
I completely agree. Yeah. But the character, you know, could always be salvaged. Or not salvaged, you know what I mean? Used.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, see, the issue is,
not under her.
If you watch Clone Force 97's recent video about his 1 year, him and his co-host for his podcast kind of talked about it. Like, they need to kind of wrap up Chimere's story Because if he's supposed to be like the guy who starts the Knights of Ren, and he is the dude that Kylo Ren kills to become the leader of the Rens, that means that guy has to live well over 120 years.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely, like, I know Force users can live a very long time, but when have we ever seen a human Force user live that long?
I'll tell you what, we didn't see Luke live that long.
Fuck no. He was what, like 60?
He OD'd.
You know,
He was like
guys, if there's
40s,
anything that I learned from the
50s.
Acolyte, it's that all he has to do is pluck from the threads of the Force and recreate himself into a Force dyad.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's cinema.
Because
And this is the last thing we'll say after this. Hold on, you go, Mando.
No, yeah, I'm good.
No, I just want to wrap up this like Leslie Headland thing real quick.
Yeah,
because we got one or two other things. So this last thing, because like this is where you really talk about the content creators again. The content that is being put out by the streamers or the studios is being snatched. So streamers, she means like streaming services, is being snatched up by these other creators. And so commentaries, synopses, live videos, all the ways that the creators make money through viewer ad-based ad revenue and their Patreons. There's a lot of money to be made. And by the way, have at it. Get your coin 100%. But it revealed to me that there is a misunderstanding between the studios and that engagement. They think of it as a fandom, and in ways it is, but studios use it almost like a focus group. But, like, shouldn't you? Shouldn't you look at the channels, even some of the bigger ones? Like, look at Critical Drinker, look at some of the EFAP crew and everybody, all those guys, Nerdrotic. They get millions of views. Wrath of Mandalore, up-and-coming superstar. Like, they get millions of views and so much traction when they talk about, Star Wars and what's going on. And the people that comment and subscribe to that, why wouldn't you use that as a focus group for, like, how majority of fans are feeling? The people that are going to show up opening weekend.
Patreon.
It's a pulse.
And the Patreon.
That's what it is.
Don't forget Patreon.
Yeah, and
Patreon.
Patreon.
Every time we say Patreon.
Yep. Yeah, I get paid every time we say Patreon. Not subscribed. But it's like, I don't get why it would be a bad thing for studios, which they should do more of. Look at some of these creative channels as like a focus group. It's like a free focus group study. What do you guys think?
It's like in the same thing, right? As people talking about your movies and talking about your products and your IP. It's free marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the same aspect, it's like you tap back into that to figure out what the general consensus of the people, because you're not making Star Wars movies for average moviegoers.
No.
Sure, you have certain aspects of it to drive that number and to get the general population in there. But at the end of the day, it's like you're making Star Wars movies for people who are interested in Star Wars. So if it has nothing to do with shit that anybody's talking about or interested in, then why are you making it?
Exactly.
Dude, oftentimes normies kind of gauge off of their local Star Wars fan too. When it comes to that. That's
exactly.
Always been a thing.
Exactly. And like, if there's less of us showing up opening weekend, and less of us talking highly about it, then they're going to get a lot less normies going to it.
That's 100%. The thing, right? If you're a normie and you drive by a fucking movie theater and see hundreds of people dressed like fucking aliens and fucking in robes with light beam swords, you're probably going to go home and look at what's going on and figure out what it is. And, maybe I'll take the kids to see that because it looks like there's a lot of families there.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Yep. And I think that ties in perfectly to where I want to end this Leslie Headland thing with this last comment she made. Ultimately, Headland thinks we could be moving towards the world where the content being made about Star Wars will be more culturally impactful than actual Star Wars. I totally disagree with her.
No, you 100%. Have to have one to have the other.
I mean, so much of Star Wars culturally is so embedded in our pop culture, so embedded in our media, whether it be the technological aspects of what George did through Star Wars for special effects, for sound design, sound quality, for theaters in general. I mean, pushing forward CGI
on all of this.
Like that is one thing that's culturally impactful. And
the
also
footprint that
Splee,
George has left in general. I mean, storytelling, like you said, everything you just stated is all the truth, and that's honestly understated a lot of the time. People don't really realize how important, not only, like I said, what Star Wars is as a whole to everybody, but like, dude, just everything behind it, man. Like, it's so much deeper, and like the world we live in today is really, it's been curated by it in a lot of ways.
Yep.
It's
and
wild.
dude, watch any form of visual media. A cartoon, a live action show, whether it be a show starting from the 70s, late 70s into current day, I guarantee you there's something in there that references Star Wars, whether it be something in the background or a certain sound effect or a homage to a scene or a parody of it. And it's in everything.
Or even how it's made, non-linear editing that George Lucas pioneered. That's another piece.
Yeah. The perfect example, right? I would think we could probably agree that Family Guy is one of the most massive cartoon productions on TV.
Yes.
They made an entire fucking spin-off series about Star Wars. They made Spaceballs, which is a direct reference and mockery of, not mockery, but kind of like a satirical parody of Star Wars. They're like, bro, it speaks volumes to things when there's all in every aspect of pop culture.
Oh my gosh,
there is a
it's in our zeitgeist completely.
Everything,
a part of
everywhere.
It's in the DNA,
bro. I just started watching Stranger Things for the first time, and it's not that I haven't known about Stranger Things. I literally have watched spoilers for every single season every time they drop.
Nah, you just live under a rock, dude.
Again, literally, the first season takes place in '83. Yep. What movie came out in 1983?
Jedi, baby.
And they reference literally just straight up, like, it's like nonstop Star Wars, bro.
Yep,
non-fucking stop.
It's awesome,
dude. It's literally in everything. I mean, dude, I can't even go through like 2 or 3 Mac Miller songs without him throwing in a line related to Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've noticed that. And it's so ingrained in pop culture. Yo, shout out Mac, the best of all time. RIP. But it's just, I will never see how talking about Star Wars in the way she is implying is going to be more culturally impactful than Star Wars. It's impossible. The worst that happens is that it dissipates into obscurity.
Yep. Well, so let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. I talk about Star Wars. I have 53 subscribers. Am I bigger than George Lucas? I guess I am. I might start.
Dude, you're the MJ of Star Wars YouTubers. They just don't know yet.
Without all the kid shit.
Well, I think he meant the other MJ. So Scully, are you Pippin?
Sure, you could say that.
No, he's Dennis Rodman. He's a freak.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's better to be Rodman in hindsight because Pippin got cucked.
He did. A good call.
Well, see, I think like maybe in certain aspects it can't, like, content creation around Star Wars could be a little bit more impactful because it sometimes you're blinded by stuff because you like it. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I love the prequels, but I watch Sheev Talks and I've noticed a lot of issues with the prequels because of that guy pointing them out. But did that change my opinion? Not whatsoever. I still love those fucking things. And that's the biggest thing. Nobody forms their own fucking opinion anymore. And it's a little scary. It's all scary. It's Star Wars and you have to enjoy it or fuck off. And that is not where I want the fandom to be.
That's with anything, dude. That's with anything in life. Star Wars is just what we're talking about is just a product of kind of what's gone on socially. But dude, it's okay. I mean, we can live in a world and coexist and have different opinions, and that's part of what makes it so great. We can theorize, come up with different ideas. That's
not according to Outer Rim's hater.
Oh yeah, this is a perfect transition. Let's pull it up.
I don't really fucking hate any projects passionately. I mean, I don't like them, but I'm not going to go out of my way and let you liking something ruin my life.
Oh yeah, dude, I can't do that.
Or not even you liking something, just you talking bad about something.
Yeah, I don't like the prequels.
but like, I know people love them.
Sorry,
I know
the
kids grew
sequels.
up on them.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love the sequels overall, but there's some cool shit, man. Like,
Damn straight.
oh, here we go.
You have to say that.
I can't even like read that.
I know it's very
Bro,
bad.
I wonder how long this took him to type up.
Why
I
is
had
this
to-
so blurry?
I had
Are there
to
any
zoom
spelling
in.
errors?
I had to zoom in and scroll to the right to read, and then try to figure out what the next line was.
It's so much, dude.
I know. I wanted to screenshot it off my phone because the screenshot you sent me from your computer was blurry, but YouTube took the comment down before I could get more than this.
Let me see if I
Would
have
you
it.
like the president to read this?
What?
Dude, my favorite quote is this fandom is nothing but a toxic cesspool of hate, and I'm sick of it, brother.
Hold
You
on.
are the toxic cesspool.
How ironic. How ironic.
You are the toxic cesspool of hate. That is you.
So do you want me to? So do you want me to start from like the begin? I think I can share it. I think I have it. Hold on.
Would you like Mr. President to read it?
If you want, yeah. Let's see. Hold on.
I can't read the small one. I can big one.
Hold on. I kind of want to like. Should I hide the commenter's name?
I would.
No.
Honestly.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to. I don't want to get. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to like put him on too much blast.
Oh, so you should just
posted
remove
it
his.
publicly. He posted it publicly.
he
Yeah,
did.
but YouTube took it down, so you can't even find it now.
What I would do is I would just.
Doesn't matter.
I would bleep out his name and just say, just use it as an example, man. That's the best
Yeah.
way to
Here.
do it.
I think I got it.
Like, come on, guys.
Hold on. Where's my screenshot?
A lot of long words.
All of that could have been summed up in a sentence or two, and just be like, "Hey, man, I just completely disagree, and that's it." I just don't agree.
Or he
But to put in that much time and
It
effort,
also
into
could be.
Can you read this?
Fuck no.
All right. I can read it.
It's a little bit better than what I had pulled up.
All right. So everyone in chat, this is a comment I got on my Sabine video. This is a comment I got on my Sabine video I posted a few days ago. This comment came in last night. Really long story short, just talking about the Henry Gilroy comments we already went over. As you could tell, we're all like, hey, we don't really fuck with Sabine being force sensitive. Just because she was so kind of OP, not in a bad way. Before in Rebels, this was really kind of unnecessary, it felt. And just kind of going over that news, really, not being super opinionated on it. So this comment goes, if you think Sabine is OP now, just like Rey, because she's used the Force twice now, you are smoking some hardcore fucking drugs big time. Just because she's used it twice doesn't mean she's completely knows how to use it and has completely tapped into it. Well, then why is she pulling lightsabers and pushing him over 100 feet in the fucking air? That makes no sense then.
After we just learned that she doesn't have any, hardly any fucking force abilities.
It's really not that hard to figure out. If you compare her to being OP like Rey, and okay, she's probably doing this because when I talked a little bit about being OP, I used a clip of Rey. But you have, we live in the era where, female character, let's make them super powerful and OP. You can make the same line of argument there. If you compare her to being OP like Rey, I guess you're that unintelligent. She's one of the weakest Force users ever. Well, exactly. So why is she able to do what she even could do? Okay, wow, she used it twice, so she automatically
so quickly.
Yeah, exactly. When she
But
couldn't
she
do anything
also
before.
used it at such a volume.
Within an
It's not
episode or
the
two.
number of
That's too
times.
fast.
It's like
within 2 minutes, bro.
within 2 minutes,
just way
she's
too
doing
abrupt.
shit. She's doing shit that Jedi Council members couldn't even fucking do on screen.
So she automatically is very strong in the Force now, just because she's used it twice now, right? Wrong. She got lucky twice. Okay, that's it. She needs more training.
As luck.
Yeah. She needs more training to be as powerful as a regular Force user. It's not rocket science. If you're going to compare her to Rey and call her OP like Rey, you're just not that intelligent, are you? You act like she's all because I used a fucking clip. You act like she's mastered the Force or something. It's kind of hysterical. Here's what I think. I think you're all just complaining just to complain because that is all you guys really do. and you're just salty that Ahsoka survived being killed by Vader off screen. It wasn't off screen. We
He
saw.
survived 3 times, man.
Yeah.
I honestly
times.
kind of feel
He
like
did.
this comment was made for my channel
And I love
because of
Ahsoka.
that.
But, like, you have to be objective. Dude, what other character has survived 3?
Riva.
Shakti.
Riva.
Riva survived twice.
Shakti. Yeah, I guess in multiple media forms, yeah.
And you're also salty Sabine can use the Force at all and are using Ahsoka's survival and Rebels to back that invalid claim up. I don't know what that means. As Dave Filoni can't let go of his characters, which is what I did say. I did say Dave Filoni can't let go of his characters.
1000% true. George
There's always-
Lucas literally killed off his entire fucking universe in Revenge of the Sith, and goddamn Filoni can't fucking kill off this one character? Fuck you.
There's always something wrong when it comes to the rest of you. Okay, so I can tell they're getting angrier as they type this. You're never happy with anything. All you guys do is whine about insignificant shit that doesn't really matter. Well, I guess it really matters to you. So
Yeah, it matters to you to write
There's
a
things
fucking
that Disney has made that we've been
thesaurus
happy
about
with.
it. You
I can
fuck-
name things that
fucking
Disney's made that
twat.
I've been happy with.
yeah, very few, but some of it. Considering
Rogue One.
Sabine is far from being OP like Rey,
Grenade shit.
this doesn't matter. As for my argument for Ahsoka, my
Yeah, it was
best
one and
friend and I thought she was dead for 2 fucking years back in the day.
Who the fuck cares? You have no friends.
This was also when real Star Wars fans casted Rosario Dawson as a live action Ahsoka. So a little bit of narcissism. You guys feel that you casted Rosario Dawson? I mean, like, grow the
I
fuck
think
up.
Lucasfilm did that, by the way.
Yeah. At the time, I didn't know who she was, but I think she makes a good live action mid-40 Ahsoka. Okay, cool. So does everybody.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So like news to us. Yeah, it's fucking, we all know that. If you're not happy with it, if you think Kathleen Kennedy can make better Star Wars stories than Dave Filoni, which that means you don't know my
Nobody
channel.
ever said
Who
that.
said
Yeah.
that?
That means no, this person is equating to me not liking Dave to automatically being in a camp where I'm like, Kathy is better, which means you don't know my content. Like, you don't understand. You means you're talking out of your ass. And I told Nerd, this is probably what they say to everybody about anything. Like, they don't really think. Guess
Yeah, they're
what?
just assuming, jumping to conclusions, and no context.
That's on you.
Can I report this man for emotional, physical, and spiritual abuse of his keyboard?
in some states.
Absolutely. Let's see. But I'm not going to let your bitterness ruin Ahsoka's survival for me and her transitional live action Ahsoka as well. Well, I'm good. I'm happy you won't let it ruin it.
It almost
Also-
sounds like
bitter,
in
my
this
guy.
comment, it's been ruined because he's
Yeah.
this angry.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Also, if he's watched my content when I did my last 2 leaks and theories videos for Ahsoka season 2, I talked about how I'm excited for Ahsoka. I actually really haven't talked about Rosario Dawson's portrayal at all. Like, I'm looking forward to Ahsoka, so I'm not against him. Ahsoka is more Skywalker than Rey. I mean, there's argument there.
Yeah.
Ahsoka is alive. Deal with it. I can objectively.
Well, we do have to deal with it.
I could have an opinion that I like Ahsoka, but I could say she probably should be dead by now. You know, like I can admit that, and that's not wrong. She's a far better character than Rey, which, okay, so this person really hates Rey, and I hate Rey too. So maybe we do agree.
I don't hate her.
That's
She's
it.
bad.
I just hate how Rey was developed, and I think that's
Yeah.
kind of what we all.
I hate how the character was written. I think the concept of the character is interesting, but
Yeah, and I think the fact
Yeah.
that she was kind of shoehorned in, kind of for Luke and the whole situation, it's another thing. But it's not the character
Yeah.
herself; it's just how she's been treated or whatever. But anyway, continue. Sorry.
So we're almost there. But if you're going to compare Sabine to Rey, you're smoking crack or something, and there is nothing to make her. Nothing you can say to convince me otherwise.
We don't smoke crack here.
I'm not really comparing her to Rey that like in a bad way, in a really, really bad way. But I'm just saying like more on the outside of the universe type conversations. Look, they just made another female character OP with the Force because they believe if you have the Force, that's the only way you can be a hero. That's really like what they're kind of saying in a lot of their Star Wars media.
That person assumed that you meant it in another way that you didn't actually.
Exactly.
what
No, but
happens when you assume you make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah. And if Vader killed Ahsoka off screen, which is literally what almost happened back then, it would have been stupid as fuck. No, it wouldn't have. If that was the last we saw of Ahsoka, an implied killing of her by Vader, which is what was the implication when that season ended, it was
Because of the implications, Charlie. Sorry.
yeah, but it felt right.
Stimming.
Like it felt right. You know, she's like, I will avenge his death. And we're like, obviously she's not going to kill Vader because Vader's Vader. And we know Vader lives. That would not have been stupid as fuck. I could say, even though I like the Ahsoka character, that's actually a better ending
Bro, that
if
would
she
have
were to
changed
die.
the course of like everything. Like
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's skip ahead to some of the really juicy part. If you can't enjoy Star Wars anymore, don't watch it. Continue to talk shit about Dave, and you will deal with me directly. This is also a threat of violence.
That's just insane, dude.
You have been warned.
You're about to get your cheeks clapped by a fucking keyboard warrior.
You have been warned. I despise this fan base with a fucking passion. I have no problem getting my hands a little dirty to defend my favorite director. And
bro,
this is a threat.
What? I feel like we're like moist critical right now, reading like some of those fucking insane Reddit threads. Like, what the fuck?
This guy is definitely an incel.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. If you think Kathleen Kennedy can make a better Star Wars stories than Dave Filoni can, that's on you. But if you can affect his position in Lucasfilm in any way, I will hunt you down personally, and I will find ways to boycott your channel and channels just like yours. So if apparently us guys, we could dictate if Filoni stays or goes at Lucasfilm.
Shit, not me, just you, homie. You're big as fuck, dog.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
remember, content creators canceled the Acolyte, so
yeah. I mean, guys, you know,
The power of many.
When I scratch my knee, I'm actually scratching my cock. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, apparently this person thinks I'm hanging dong.
For real.
Let's see. I don't care. Hate on the part of Star Wars I love so much around me in person, and you will be injured.
That's crazy.
You think you're important and relevant just because you're a YouTuber? I actually don't. I really don't.
Does this person understand? You understand that, like, what all of this is? That is the definition of fascism. Because you do not agree with me, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to
only a
hurt you.
Sith deals in absolutes, brother.
Exactly, man. That is the definition.
Yeah, so hold on. I waited for years for these characters to become live action characters as well. I'm not going to let your insignificant bitterness ruin that for me. So if my bitterness is so insignificant, why is this a big issue?
Somebody's projecting big time.
Hard.
Yeah, very hard. And again, I feel like this is just, they say this to everybody. But making these videos isn't going to make them decide to kill Ahsoka off randomly. Again, I wasn't even talking about they need to kill Ahsoka like right now.
You know what?
I just made a comment.
That's why I'm saying I feel like this comment was made for my channel, bro. And
you know what, boys?
Up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of a fan of Ahsoka. I like her. I think she's got some definite flaws to her. But after this comment, I hope she gets beheaded by Grogu.
Dude, that'd be so funny. And then and Grogu's just like, I'm sorry.
And then that guy's gonna find you.
No.
He
can't say sorry.
Your house, and he's gonna be like, "You're the reason you didn't kill my favorite character. I'm gonna hurt you."
Okay, so there's this one line. And all the fans that are turning on him and blaming him for all of Star Wars problems, like you, which, again, you don't know my content. I don't blame Dave for all the problems. I will personally wage war against, even if I have to die for it.
What a martyr. What a martyr.
Whoever this is, and if you watch this, you're a fucking loser.
Let me just put this out there, right? Your life is so sorry, miserable, and void of depth that you would sacrifice your life for a director who doesn't know you exist, a character who doesn't know you exist,
A character that
like,
doesn't
brother,
even exist in real life.
it's not real. It's not real. Rosario Dawson doesn't have force powers.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson won't fuck you, brother. I'm sorry. And then they go, and nothing would make me happier than making spoiled, entitled fans like some of you bleed, especially to defend my favorite Star Wars character and director. Again, both of them won't fuck you. I'll say
Can
that.
we put this guy on a fucking watch list?
I hope so.
Yeah,
for the FBI guy listening to the stream, you should go check out this person. This is personal for me. If you can't enjoy Star Wars anymore, don't watch it anymore. They also said that like 3 times. Let's see. I'm trying to see. And fans like you need to be humbled big fucking time. It's fans like you that give us a bad name. I don't know. I don't know.
That is
I
a fact.
don't know.
I would argue that you're giving yourself a bad name by
There's no argument. You are.
publicly threatening violence on people who have different opinions than you.
That's insane, bro.
You're fucked.
Get people
Yeah,
riled up.
you're fucked, bud. You're fucked. Fucking
Because
go
you're
back
not
to the
gonna
lobby,
get-
restart, figure out your bullshit. This is fucking crazy.
Do not redeem. Do not redeem.
You come
Not redeem, no damn it, fucking
You
bastard.
come into my
They also repeat themselves
stream.
like several times. Like they say again, like you're never satisfied and all you do is get people riled up. They said that like 3 times. Your job, your career is insignificant. Well, this is not my career. This is not my career. This is what I do because I genuinely love talking about Star Wars and meeting cool people.
I mean, I would love to turn it into a fucking career.
You give us all a
but
bad name because you're a bad person.
We love to talk to people who have different opinions than us, man. We all have different Star Wars opinions than each other. Each one of us in this stream right now. We do.
This is so funny. And Dave is the last remnant of George Lucas we have left. So you can go fuck yourself for turning on him and blaming everything on him, which again, I'm not doing, which means you're also retarded. You're stupid and you're very unintelligent, desperately trying too hard to be important and relevant on social media. I don't even use social media. This is actually like
You're
one of the only
irrelevant,
social medias
though,
I use.
so, like,
Social media isn't important. It's where trolls thrive. You are literally the trolliest of the trolls. You are one of them, obviously. Yeah, because I comment on everything, right? Which is why you don't matter and your channel doesn't matter.
This dude lives in his parents' basement and lets his family dog lick peanut butter off his wiener, and he's talking to me like this.
I get laughed at for being different, but I laugh at you because you are the same or whatever they said. Well, that is where I'll stop sharing because, oh my God, dude, that is like, I commented them. I said, not reading all that. Your name checks out. I think you missed your meds today.
You know what you should have done is you should have just typed in the comment TLDR. Too long.
Yeah, TLDR. I told Nerd after, I was like, part of me should have commented and been like, oh, sorry, I couldn't understand any of that with Dave's dick in your mouth. But I think that's perfect time for a smoke break after Nerd's comment here.
Like, bro, it's just absolutely insane. Like the amount of people that get like that. Like, that is a real life fucking Twitter thread. Like, that's terrible.
It's a psychotic rant. That is psychobabble. That is like holy moly. I mean, I know all of us have reported that person, and again, I stand for free speech, but even that,
100%.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, you know,
but we can have a conversation on our disagreements rather than ranting a whole essay. You know, that's
and threatening violence.
Yeah, and
you know what the greatest
insane.
thing about free speech is there's limitations to it, and hate speech is not protected, and neither are threats of violence. So you're really lucky that you have a bullshit pussy ass name and not your real name on your profile, because I'd be making a serious call to your local police department and getting you fucked criminally.
Yeah, I mean, that person better not live in the UK because that in the UK you would actually go to jail for that just for saying
In the
that on the
UK,
internet.
he
Oh,
would have
yeah.
gone to jail for fucking two words
know,
in. He would have been like,
you
"You're
know,
wrong.
I
You're going to jail."
I fully
Yeah.
respect his, his right to be able to get his psychotic rant out, but like, dude, like, it doesn't got to be that way. It doesn't. Bottom line, it don't got to be that way. We could talk
Yeah,
about this shit. It doesn't got to be
exactly.
that way. It's
That
all
was
good,
just
dude.
hilarious, though.
And by blowing up and doing that, you're not gonna. Nobody's gonna be receptive to your opinions, or receptive to even wanting to have a conversation. And that, man, we're not enemies. We're not as different as you may think that we are. It's just
Yeah.
great.
And half the things they were saying about me and obviously a lot of other creators out there is also not true. I don't think any one of us here thinks Kathleen Kennedy can make better Star Wars than Dave.
No,
That's the first
assuming
thing.
is insane.
I don't think any of us. I mean, yeah, I don't think any of us. Yeah,
The
you go,
threats of
Slee.
violence, that's the thing, man. That's the biggest thing that's uncalled for. You can say what you want, but like, bro, come on, dude. That's some
Yeah,
low life shit.
that was weird. I will die for it. Like, okay,
Okay.
like,
Why don't you
He
just
said he would bleed.
He would, yeah. He wants to see us bleed, which is weird. I kind of want to. I would love to see who that is. Watch it be like some like super like big 6'5" dude. Like,
But dude, honestly, man, if he's here
It's
watching
not
this,
though, because if
I
he's
implore
that
you to
secure
come
in his
back and
own
to have a
life, he wouldn't have
conversation
said
with
any
us.
of this.
But if he's listening or she, if you're listening to this, like for real, I implore you to come in and have a conversation, man. We can have a conversation, talk about things that we disagree about.
Yeah,
And if we disagree, we disagree. It's all good. We're still here talking Star Wars, and that's what we love to do.
I don't know if I want to have a conversation with that person. I don't think I want them near me.
Here's the
If
thing,
we ever
bro.
did, I would have to keep my volume on low because I'm
Discourse
probably going to
always
blow my
needs to be open,
speakers out.
gentlemen.
Here's the thing.
That's the beautiful thing.
And I agree with you, Slee. We should be able to have conversations, but time and time again, bro, it's like there are people you can have rational conversations with, and this is not a rational human being.
It appears not. Yeah, that appears not.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting in a physical altercation over Star Wars.
I got you, bro.
They don't know where you live. They don't.
He can come find me. He can come find me. I'll fuck him up.
Do you bleed? You will. But boys,
is that a Kyle Katarn, Abby?
I think that.
Yeah,
that might be.
That looks rad, dude. It might be like an AI.
Chris, you've been great in the chat all night. Just want to give you a shout out. Thank you so much for all the comments. You and Ken, you guys have been great. But hey, boys, let's take a little 2-minute smoky break or refill. We'll come back. We'll react to some videos, and then, yeah, I think about in 30, 35 minutes, then we'll say our final goodbyes for tonight.
No, I don't want to.
All right. Sklee, our characters are Jawas.
Okay, word. You just got some swag on. It's tight.
Nerd's a loser.
Yo, cool. What up, Banana Boy? The GOAT, Clone Force 97. What up, brother?
After I shouted out your video earlier in the stream.
Yeah, we shouted you out a few times.
And even made a post about how you're on the road to 500.
Facts. Can confirm.
What do we got?
Nerd prefers the chum bucket over the Krusty Krab.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Clone Force is throwing shade at me after I've done nothing but support him.
Nothing but support, undying support, unwavering in your resolve. All right. So, Nerd, what do you got for vids?
One sec. I got a couple of them. Got it pulled up. I forget which one's what. Okay.
And then I got like one or two to show after.
There's way too many people at my house right now.
So, we all know about Zenger. He is my favorite being like content creator for shorts. He makes these hilarious little skits. And yeah.
Third helmet.
I've signed a deal.
Shut up, Freddie Mercury.
General, this is the third helmet inspection today. What are you reeling there?
Can I help it if I care about your structural integrity?
Well, why don't you use the clone hole like the rest of us?
The what now?
The clone hole. In the barracks bathroom. You go in, there's a hole in the wall, you gotta stick your...
Stopping you right there, Captain.
It was not that serious. You just stick it in, then you feel better.
That explanation did not get less disturbing.
Ah, perfect. I was just looking for you two. Crosshair has a complaint.
The clone hole isn't working. I put it in, waited a full minute, and nothing happened.
Put what in exactly? Choose your next words very carefully.
My official complaints, General. What did you think?
It's supposed to offer reassuring motivational quotes.
Last time it told me, trust your instincts unless they're wrong. Then don't.
When the fuck did the clones get an advice glory hole?
I think the better question is, why is the advice so terrible?
General.
That's so good.
Bro, I fucking love Zenger. He's the fucking GOAT.
Need to follow.
A couple more.
You want me to show one?
1 sec, I got it pulled up. I just gotta share my screen now.
Bet.
Sorry, fucking laptop lag. I can't wait to get a better one.
Mara, wake up. I just had the craziest dream.
Luke, if it was about Leia in that gold bikini again, I swear.
No, it was worse. Palpatine came back from the dead.
Yeah? He's already done that. Twice.
He did?
After Endor, Clone Body, we fought him together. Remember the Force Storm?
It was different. In this dream, Han and Leia's kid turned to the dark side.
You mean Jason Solo? That's not exactly news, Luke.
No. He was like super emo.
You just described Jason.
There was also a giant super weapon that could, like, destroy entire star systems.
Like the Sun Crusher? Luke, that was years ago.
No, it looked like a bigger Death Star. Oh, and then some girl was running around with my old blue lightsaber.
You mean the one you gave me?
Yes, but this time it wasn't you. It was someone else.
Oh, so you just let any old girl touch your lightsaber now, huh?
No, I wouldn't.
Couch? Now.
Why am I being punished for having a dream?
That is freaking fun. That was hilarious.
So that's why he threw his lightsaber into the ocean.
Oh, or if you want
Get rid of
to
the
show
evidence.
one of yours.
Yeah, I'll show one of these. So this is probably my favorite channel right now to watch for like some laughs on YouTube. So like this fun AI content. I don't know how to say it. Bread.
Oh God.
Bread. I don't
This
know.
fucking
This guy. I haven't watched these yet, but I figured we
these
could
are
watch like
wild,
two or three of them. Let's see.
If you want to see the full video, make sure to go to my page and enter the code OBWanker57 to get 50% off for the
Pause
first
the video,
month.
R2. She's so
A Star Wars: A New Hope, but it's 2025.
Oh god.
Is it too loud? Let me go lower.
friggin' hot.
With all due respect, sir, you've already seen this video 4 times today. Are you finally going to oil us up already? Me and R2 have been feeling pretty rusty lately, especially in the inner thigh joints, if you know what I mean.
You know what? Why don't you do it yourself, you fucking clanker?
Alec would have loved this.
Great. Now I forgot what I wanted to say.
You were talking about the young lady in the video, sir. You said that she was hot.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I'll never find a girl like that out here. And even if I did, I don't have any riz. Maybe old Ben could teach me some.
I hope that boy isn't downstairs gooning again.
Luke's just not a farmer, Ben.
What?
I mean Owen. He has too much of that dog in him.
Whatever, just call him over.
You know what? Give me the bottle. You don't even know what you're doing.
Luke! Dinner!
All right, I'm coming, Aunt Peru. I'm probably gonna visit old Ben tomorrow.
Why is that?
I want him to teach me some riz. I'm thinking of finding myself a girlfriend. I was watching the new video from that Leia Orgasma chick. It was fire. Have you seen it? I'm getting real excited for tomorrow.
I actually need your help tomorrow. I need you to help me relubricate the moist meter. I can't do it alone.
But I was going to Ben's house to pick up some game.
Sorry, son. I really need your help. And besides, I can teach you some things about girls, too.
Like what? No, honestly, what am I gonna learn from you? You're married, and your wife is sipping lean all day.
Where did you get that idea from?
Well, look at her. It's obvious.
All right, but I can still teach you a thing or two. You know, girls like hardworking men. And a hardworking young man would help me out tomorrow. Especially if one day you're gonna take over this business.
Yeah, I'm never getting any girls with this broke-ass job.
Where are you going?
To jerk off again. It's not like I'm meeting any girls anytime soon.
Well, at least he's not gay.
Fatal post-nut clarity later.
This is so drawn out. Oh wow.
That was actually hilarious.
So there's like, what is it? Let's see. There's I think 2 more I want to look at.
It was Stay Scheming in the theme of like Star Wars by Rick Ross.
What is it? Revenge of the Sith in the Hood.
We accept you into our gang, but we
Chris,
do not
your
grant
profile
you the
is
rank of
Palpatine,
street
by
general.
the way, Splee.
What'd you say, nerd?
Yeah, I saw it.
Chris's profile pic is Kyle Katarn.
Playing Academy.
Anaquan
Ripwalker.
What? That's outrageous. It's unfair. How can I slide on the ops and not be made a general?
Bitch, you better humble yourself. And sit down.
Forgive me, OG.
All right. Anything else we should discuss today?
What about the Floyd attack by the police?
It's critical we join the BLM riots immediately.
I agree. I'm in desperate need of some new Jordans.
Go to, I will. Good relations
Yo,
with
let's
one of the
go to chill
protesting
with
college girls I seek to have.
It's settled then. Master Doja will riz up some desperate college girl of 50th his age, and me and Obi-Wan will take back what is owed to us. Anaquan will stay here and sit with his thoughts. May the Lord be with us all.
Have you ever considered that gang banging maybe isn't the way?
What do you mean?
maybe you could get a job.
Don't ask me to do that. And never say that again.
I'm sorry. If only there was something I could do to make you forgive me.
Like what?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
That's crazy,
Amanda
dude.
Stenberg was right.
Well, dude, this is like the last one. Star Wars: A New Hope, but it's 2025 Part 2. We want to watch it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Spot should be somewhere around here.
I don't know.
Clone Wars, I am the chosen one on God.
Darling, could you make me some cookies for later? I have an important meeting coming up.
Well, of course, whatever you say, my mighty overlord.
Ben said the spot should be somewhere around here.
I don't know, sir.
Tell him to send the location again.
Have you seen Luke this morning?
No, I have not. Why are you searching for him? Do you need his help?
I need him to help me clear my browser history. I just hope he hasn't really gone to visit that old wizard, or we'll never see him again.
I got this from the Jawas. Is it hitting?
Not really. I don't really feel anything.
Yeah, I heard it hits a bit later than that classic Tatooine green.
Why did you want to meet up anyway?
I wanted to ask you if you could teach me some Riz. I've been thinking about finding myself a girlfriend lately.
Oh, shit. Tell me your looks max score then.
I think I had like a 4.
Damn you, ugly boy. They usually never give you less than a 5.
So am I cooked?
Of course not. You have me. We better get inside. I think I just heard that little clanker ask me where my grandma lives. We're not safe here anymore.
What the fuck?
Leave me behind, Master Luke. You'll never escape the zombies with me slowing you down.
Oh my God.
So, Luke, tell me, why do you even want to learn how to pick up chicks?
Well, to get my noodle wet, of course. To feed the sarlacc and all that.
Well, that's already the wrong mindset. You see, Luke, picking up chicks is all about money.
So you mean I need to make more money?
You don't make money to pick up chicks. You pick up chicks to make money. Which reminds me. Ooh-ah, I have something here for you.
Is that the bar? Is that the
Your father wanted you to have this if you don't turn out gay enough. It's your father's OnlyFans manager camera.
Sir, I don't feel so good. I think I'm going to pass out.
Sure, go ahead.
Check it out.
Damn, that's crisp.
It needs to be. Me and your father used to go around photographing the most exotic beauties the galaxy had to offer.
Oh my God.
And set up their OnlyFans account.
That sounds epic.
Until one day, these experiences got so mundane that the Chancellor managed to convince your father that the only way to satisfy his lust for novelty was to visit the darkest side of his body.
What happened to him?
Well, he moved in with his new boyfriend.
What about my mother?
She moved in with me. At first, I wasn't too keen on this idea, of course. But then she presented me with her 2 great Naboobian arguments. Very educated, you know. Good idea. Let's put on something chill before we hit the club and find you some girls.
The systematic extermination of the Ewoks is considered one of the greatest technological achievements.
By the way,
of the past
I almost
century.
forgot. You made us these cookies. Here, have some.
And
thanks.
lowered real estate values across the forest moon.
It means
Thanks
Luke's
to
God, that
mom
reminds
was
me
there.
of
mother
like
now?
the
Does she
old
still live with
AI
the first
trends
luxury
where
resort
fucking
in
she
Vegas.
should
like,
be here any
you
minute
quit
now.
fighting, have a cookie.
Yeah. Wait, that means Kenobi saying that Luke's mom lives with him in that hut right now.
She went to get her de-aging stem cell therapy.
Dude, guys, definitely check out this channel. There's so many that are funny here, like Revenge of the Sith, but it's 2025. Anakin becomes a content manager. Like, they're funny. They're super funny. That's all I got though for videos to react to.
You
Thought we'd
know,
just do a little bit with there.
when I hopped on this live stream, I was told that we were gonna see jiggling and boobies.
Nobody said that.
I haven't seen any jiggling or boobies. I saw a lot of fried chicken and butter.
I mean, Obi-Wan's wife / Padme. Some boobies.
I didn't see that.
Whose
Somebody's
phone's blowing
getting a call.
Somebody needs to learn to not text their friends during the podcast.
That's nuts.
We could watch
another one?
Yeah,
I got one.
Go for it.
My fucking laptop will fucking quit freaking out. Oh, it's probably already showed up.
It's on there, yeah.
There you go.
Master Yoda, settle a debate for us. I was born first.
Wibbly slime is slippery, squishy.
That's not an answer.
Or it is linear type covered in placenta.
What? Look, just test who came out first.
Came out. None of you did. Spawned anywhere by the Force, accidentally.
That's not how the Force works.
Metachlorians are arguing. Shipping labels mixed. Or open takeout.
He's completely lost his mind.
Yoda, quit stalling. Who was the first born?
Neither. Born second, each of you is.
How can we both be second?
Because the true firstborn was a triplet. A third sibling you had.
We have another sibling?
Cut from the movie she was. Test audiences confused they were. Assigned to watch over them I was.
We have to go find them.
Or do that you should not. Eat them I did. Too tempting it was. Delicious they were.
What the fuck?
I guess the species does have a thing for eating babies.
Dude, that channel you found is hilarious.
Bro, Singer is the fucking best. I fucking love his ass, bro. He was at Rebel ScumCon, but I don't know what he looks like, so I had no idea what to look for to meet him.
Let's see. Do we want to do one more, and then we'll call it a night?
Yeah, we got one more. It doesn't have to be funny. It can be like Sklee put in the private chat. Skywalker.
Yeah, any one of those. Like,
Yeah.
There's some really good ones in there, dude. Like Skywalker Stories Untold. There's the Luke Skywalker and Anakin in the World Between Worlds is pretty fucking cool.
Dude, that one is sick.
There was one with
there's
Malgus and Vader that I
some-
haven't seen yet.
There's a bunch of really good ones. We got the Bane Luke Skywalker one's crazy. It looks super real.
I like
Luke
Skywalker
and
Stories
Qui-Gon.
I like Skywalker Stories like a little bit better.
Dude, their evolution is fucking crazy.
Dude, it's so nuts.
Dude, it's just the technology, man. It's really getting that much better that quickly.
That fucking ad. I got the Darth Vader Haunted by Malgus pulled up.
I'm gonna pick one in just a second. Let's see.
The Tales Untold, the Empire Huts Down, Luke Skywalker's pretty cool.
I'm looking on Skywalker Stories right now.
Yeah, those are my fave.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which one do we want to do.
I think there's one with Revan that's pretty sick. It's got
Ooh.
Keanu.
I think there is. Yeah, let me see if I can find the Revan one. Where is it?
Saw it the other day.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to pull it up. I'm looking for Revan specifically.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start the Malgus one.
Malgus.
Let's see.
Oh, dude, I want to watch. I want to watch this one. Here, let me.
I think I might have found it. But I saw it like real.
Fucking
The past looms over us all.
It looks like it's cinematic.
Malgus looks so good.
Held back by the conscience of the Jedi, Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker is dead.
A lie you tell yourself to sleep. I sense the tether. You march toward the dark. You drag the corpse of your past behind you. You replay her final moments over and over, obsessed with a ghost because the truth of what you have done is too cold to bear alone.
Insane.
I cannot silence her voice.
Because you still love her, but that is poison. Elena was my sanctuary, and she made me vulnerable. But I saw that my affection was a chain that destiny would use to choke me. I didn't wait for failure. I looked into her eyes, and I drove my lightsaber through her heart.
She was my purpose.
You are not here to be forgiven. You are here to break every last chain of Anakin Skywalker until nothing of him remains but the power that replaced him.
So well done.
That's so sick.
Yeah. Damn, I haven't seen these. Who is this?
This one was recent.
Which channel is it?
Which one?
That was Skywalker Stories.
Was it?
Sweet. Awesome. I got one here. Was it Tales of Skywalker Galaxy? Balin Skoll speaks to Revan on Peridia.
Ooh.
Let's finish with this bad boy.
It was you, the one who has been calling.
Yes, you have felt it, haven't you? The pull of something ancient.
The Force has many voices. You are not one of them I expected.
Few do. The galaxy remembers me as a myth of the past. A warrior, a savior, a conqueror. But you are different. You seek not to rule, but to understand.
And what would you have me understand, Revan? You stand here on the edge of the unknown, but your time has passed.
This must be an
My
older
time
one.
has never passed. The lessons of the past shape the
Definitely
future.
an older one.
The cycle of the Jedi and Sith. The endless war for dominance. It binds the galaxy in chains. I sought to break that cycle, as do you.
I walk my own path, unbounded by the dogma of the Jedi and Sith.
And yet you stand here, drawn to this place, to the Mortis gods. You seek answers beyond the reach of Jedi and Sith alike. Tell me, Balin Skoll, what do you hope to find?
Balance. The galaxy teeters on the edge of chaos. The Jedi, the Sith, the Empire, all of them are blind to the truth. The Force itself demands something greater. Something beyond the petty squabbles of men.
The Mortis gods represented that balance. The light, the dark, and the Father, who held them in harmony. I walked the path of both Jedi and Sith, thinking I could reconcile them. But the Force, it defies control. It is a storm, unpredictable and relentless.
Control is an illusion. The Force is not meant to be wielded as a weapon. It is meant to be understood, to guide us. That is why I am here, to see beyond the lies.
And what will you do when you see the truth? Will you act as I once did? Will you try to bend the galaxy to your vision?
I will act, but not as you did. The mistakes of the past do not need to be repeated.
The mistakes of the past, they echo through the Force, louder than any victory. I sought to save the galaxy from itself, and in doing so, I nearly destroyed it. The Mandalorian Wars, the Jedi Civil War, Malachor. Each was a step on a path paved with good intentions.
And yet you are here. What purpose drives you now?
To reveal the truth. The Mortis gods are not what you believe. They are not gods. They are manifestations, constructs of the Force, bound by its will. But they do not exist here. Not anymore. It was not me who called to you directly. It was us.
The Mortis gods are but echoes. Their time has passed, as has their relevance. The Force itself has been shaped, bent, transcended by those who refuse to remain its servants.
You have manipulated the Force, twisted its will. For what purpose?
Purpose? The Force is a cage, Skull. A prison that binds all life to its ceaseless cycle of light and dark, Jedi and Sith, Revan and I. We have broken those chains.
Do you seek to draw me into this heresy?
Heresy? Perhaps. But heresy is merely the name given to truth by those who fear it. You have felt it, haven't you? The emptiness beneath the currents of the Force. The knowledge that there must be something greater.
We saw the truth. The Force is not balance. It is conflict. It feeds on the struggles of the galaxy, perpetuating them endlessly. We have moved beyond it.
And what becomes of those who rise above it? What remains of them?
Freedom. True freedom. The kind the Jedi and Sith could never offer.
That was sick.
Damn, that was deep. That was deep, dude. Dude, that's just another thing. It's, creators that are not Lucasfilm, that are not Disney, are making some really good stuff. And it's so nice. That's I think how maybe the fandom is going to really live on if Disney really can't figure it out. It's going to be fan-made stuff. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah,
it's going to work
in a very short
Until
time.
Disney decides to take it all.
Especially that Rat the Mandalore guy. He's doing some pretty cool shit.
Regardless, it'll always be, even if Disney tries to take it off, grassroots movement, man. People will send it to each other via emails, whatever,
I'll smuggle
Whatever
Star
we can do.
Wars, bro.
Absolutely.
Fuck it. Alternative.
Dude,
Honda.
I'll go
I really
Star
think-
Wars. I like that.
I'm down to be
Somebody
Honda.
can make like a live action version of any Legends book or anything they wanted, or anything in Star Wars. In a very short amount of time, dude. I mean, you guys have seen how good the AI has gotten in just like 6 months. It's crazy.
Or maybe somebody might, like Mandalorian House of their own or something cool like that.
Dude, that'd be really sick. I wonder who's going to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely
Maybe
not
the
that
MJ of
Mark
Star Wars
Funzo guy.
YouTube.
Fuck that Mark Funzo guy. He's a piece of shit.
Oh, dude, that guy? I don't even remember him.
Facts.
She showed up in our chat last night.
Yeah, he was talking shit
I was an
about me. bro.
imposter.
I don't know. What do you say, fellas?
I see. It's
I
just
say we
past-
call it a night.
Yep, it's just past 2 hours. Thank you to everybody in the chat who came by. We really appreciate it. A lot of good comments. Before we leave, though, I know we talked about your channels earlier, but any last thing you want to plug for the channels?
Yeah, man. If you honestly, anything you want to check out that I got going on, whether it's Star Wars content, music stuff, etc., just follow me anywhere: Facebook, Instagram at Sklee_3PO. Yeah, man. You just go on my bio. I got my link tree. I got all things Sklee in there. So yeah, check it out, man.
Sweet.
Yeah, I might be doing a Lego Live here in a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. I might even be running some Fortnite. The new season just dropped, and want to log in and play a bit.
I'll be playing tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Levine,
Thank you for having us, my man. We really appreciate it. We had a great time talking it up with you, chatting it up, doing our thing, and it's a pleasure, for real.
Hell yeah, brother.
I didn't have a good time. Nobody bled for Ahsoka. And no jiggle.
I agree,
And
Christopher
jiggles.
Barker, by the way. I think it'd be genius. If you're doing vision stuff, why not do exactly that? We'd eat it up, bro. We eat it up.
Just don't adapt the Dawn of the Jedi book, please. That needs to.
Yeah, that could stay. I could see why James Mangold is like, okay, I want to do my own shit, but I also don't want him to do that.
All right, I guess that does it.